What's up, guys? We have some bad news today. We want to talk about the laws that we've been talking about for the past couple months with the tegus and the iguanas.
Yeah, so unfortunately that law actually finally passed. And the most important thing is, the thing that's hitting us the hardest is it did get amended right before passing.
Yeah.
So before this, we were still going to be able to breed our tegus and sell them out of state. Green iguana, same thing, collect them, and then ship them out of state. But with a new amended law that prohibits breeding, that prohibits even selling, even to out of state.
Yeah, we can't even sell them out of state anymore. So what happens is, we just got the email yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
And basically what they're saying is that we get us breeders or people that already kept the tegu. So if you have a pet tegu, you're going to be able to keep this tegu for the remainder of its life, but you do got to sign up to get a permit for it. Especially if you're like a breeder or somebody that FWC already kind of has their eye on you. So we're going to have to apply for a permit to keep these animals already. Now, if you've never had a tegu before and you want a tegu or a green iguana as a pet and you live in the state of Florida, it ain't going to happen because the law actually takes effect today, July 1st. So technically, we're not supposed to sell any tegus or iguanas to anybody in the state of Florida. And then we have 90 days to liquidate all the animals that we still have that are for sale, like the tegus and iguanas that we need to sell, is like the babies and stuff. So we have 90 days to liquidate all of that, and we got to ship them out of state. Obviously, we can't sell them to anybody in Florida. But it just sucks, man, because we've been talking about this for a long time, and we've told you guys how much we like these tegus and how amazing pets they could be, and the green iguanas too. But now, people in Florida, as of right now, we're not going to be able to keep them anymore.
Yeah, and this was a big blow to us in the beginning, even when they still allowed us to be able to sell and ship them out of state. Now this is even going to hit everybody harder because we can't even breed these animals. We can't enjoy them. We can't keep making more for other people, even just for people out of the state of Florida.
Yeah, and we here in Florida, we have the most and the biggest tegu breeders. Underground Reptiles, Thai Park. The guys who produce the most tegus are in the state of Florida. So what does that mean for the rest of the country? Prices are probably going to go up. What could we do about this? We got to keep supporting USARK Florida. Even if you're not in the state of Florida and you want to do something about it, sign up to USARK Florida's email subscription, so you're up to date with the news. Make sure you send them money, you donate to them, because this is an organization that it's not a business or anything. We're the ones who fund this thing, so they need money to help fight this in the courtroom.
Because it is very expensive.
It's all these lawyers and all these. This is a long, drawn out battle that's going to have to happen, and the state of Florida has all the money in the world. Now, us reptile keepers, we got to help each other to help fight this thing, but it's not going to be easy,
One thing we got to keep in mind is these laws can get amended, meaning they can add future animals to these laws. So it's a very slippery slope. Once you start taking away one or two animals, they're not going to stop there. They're going to go for everything that basically can survive in Florida, and not just in Florida. This is also taking place across the country as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of states that are.
Yeah, every state's having their own battles.
So if you're not in Florida and you watch our videos, make sure you stay up to date with your laws in your own state, because something like this can happen in your state, and you wouldn't want this to happen out of nowhere, and then you get caught blindsided and you don't know what to do after the fact. So make sure you stay up to date with your laws. USARK, I can't repeat this enough. USARK is the organization that helps us, all of the reptile keepers in the United States. So make sure you support them, because they're the only ones that fight for these things. We're here trying to make videos and stuff, but just to kind of inform everybody. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who do the work. They're the ones who are out there, going through the laws, making sure no new laws are going to come up. And they're the ones who actually have the lawyers to fight this thing. So we got to support them, because without them, we probably wouldn't have much right now. This is not the first time, and it won't be the last time they try to take some of our animals away. And Florida, in the beginning, they were just trying to do black and white tegus. Now it's all species of tegus. So red tegus, Argentine red tegus, blue tegus, everything, even the crosses, all that, obviously not going to be allowed to be kept here in Florida. and
all green iguanas, even
Yeah.
the morphs, like everything. Because they say they can't distinguish between them, so they're just gonna flat out ban all of them. Thankfully, I did read that USARK Florida is already looking at some legalities, see how they can fight this.
Yeah.
But they do need our continued support, you know, because it is very expensive. All going to court, paying the lawyers, it is all very, very expensive. So we do need to support them. And we need to fight for our rights because they're gonna come after everything.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, not just that, but they say that they're doing this because of, you know, the wildlife, and a lot of animals and a lot of reptiles could survive here in Florida no problem. So, you know, chameleons might be next, and this is not us trying to like start, you know, some fear or whatever. No, this is literally it started with with the Burmese pythons, with the reticulated pythons. A bunch of, you know, keepers that had these animals already had to suffer at the cost of some irresponsible people, or just the fact that these animals, a lot of these animals have been here for generations and generations and generations, longer than we've been alive. So you can't cry over spilled milk, but I understand they want to do something, but I don't think this is not the right way to do it. Not allowing us to ship animals outside the state of Florida makes no sense. I haven't seen anything about collecting the wild iguanas and the wild tegus from the wild, but I would assume that they're probably going to prohibit that as well, because
you can't sell them.
You can't have them in your possession, and you can't sell them out of state. So I'm assuming that they're going to stop the collecting of wild iguanas and tegus, and it just makes no sense. It's just gonna grow the populations more, because us herpetocultural, like the herpetocultural society here in Florida, we're the ones who collect all these animals. We're the ones who actually know how to find them the best ways. The breeders know how the animals interact. They know what they like. They know what to look for, and we are the ones who collect them. And you know, we're the ones who are able to take them out of the state of Florida, but they don't want us to do that either. So
yeah, we have
not
friends
sure what they're trying to do.
In particular, that can catch thousands of iguanas a year, and 99% of those do get sent out of the state of Florida, because especially if you're in southern Florida, you're not going to buy a baby green iguana when you can catch it in your backyard. So most of these animals are going out of state, and it's gonna hurt the environment even more not being able to collect them by those numbers and then ship them out of state.
But don't even get it twisted. It's not like they really care about the environment. They just want to. It's just politics. They just want to look good since, you know, we're gonna have to vote pretty soon and everything. They just want to look good for that, because there's a whole fucking bunch of other problems that they could be taking care of, or other. They introduce, I'm like all over the place right now, but it's just politics, man. It pisses me off. It sucks. But
that is something to keep in mind,
right
though.
now.
Elections are coming up. Do pay attention for what senators, governors did vote for this bill. So it's something to keep in mind. So, you know, we could try to get them out of office as well, because if they're not going to support us, then, you know, why should we keep them in office when they're just going to keep coming like at us and trying to take away our rights to keep our animals?
Yeah. What else was on that email? I don't remember. Can I pull it up real quick?
Yeah.
So if you're in the state of Florida and you're wondering what to do in order to keep all your tegus and all your iguanas, they have a permit that you're going to have to apply to that basically grandfathers you in. And obviously you got to separate the males and the females. You can't house any males and female tegus or iguanas together. You can't breed them, obviously. You can't sell them. So you could keep them for the rest of their life, but after they die, you can't get new ones, even if you're a responsible owner. And
something we forgot to mention, this is also with all conditional species already in Florida.
Yeah.
So everything is considered conditional. Burmese, retics, Nile monitors, all that stuff that's already been a conditional species in Florida, which means you need a special permit to be able to keep them. Same thing goes for them. You're not going to be able to breed them. You're not going to be able to do anything with them. So you're basically just going to be able to keep what you have until it dies off, and then they're gone forever from the state of Florida.
And they're not going to be gone from the wild, but they're going to be gone from people's collections.
Yeah, that's really about it. And it goes effective today, So
July 1st, 2020. So literally today, the day we're filming this, I'm gonna get this video out today.
It's ridiculous. They signed it, and then it's like, okay, the next day now it's effective. Now everyone's gotta figure their shit out. It's like.
So yeah, guys. Obviously, we're not happy about this. We're gonna try to fight, this thing however we can by helping USARK. Those who can vote, get these people out of office. I don't have any love for these people. I hope they don't get to ruin anything else. But as far as our animals go, just make sure that your animals are secured cages outside. Don't give them any other reason to kind of like throw this back on our face. Make sure your animals are secure. Do not release your animals into the wild. Another thing I forgot to add is that they say they're gonna have if you have animals that you need to get rid of, they're gonna have like people who they're gonna kill your animals basically. So just be careful. If you love your pet, don't turn it over to FWC. They're probably gonna kill it. And I don't know, man. It's really annoying.
We're just hoping, we could fight this. We're still gonna keep fighting it, and hopefully, it might take some time, but hopefully in the end it could be overturned or vetoed or changed, because it's like I said, it's not the end. This is the beginning, and there you can also add animals to this law. You can amend it, and you can add chameleons or anything. At the end of the day, they want to get rid of, especially in Florida, everything that can survive in Florida. It might not even be here yet, but it's just something that could survive here.
Yeah,
no,
there are no red tegus out in the wild, really.
Yeah, that's basically almost every single animal that can survive in Florida. So we're gonna be in this fight for the remainder of our lives probably. So we just gotta keep fighting. Keep our heads up. You gotta pay attention to what's going on, because this stuff is really sneaky. Even though we pay attention, this stuff just sneaks up on you.
Yeah,
they don't make any public. Life. Yeah, you gotta be really on top of it to know what's going on. Like I said, this bill passed, and we found out about it like 14 hours later after it passed.
I mean, we knew about it, but
we didn't know
it passed.
Yeah, and with those changes.
Yeah.
So, we really got to pay attention. We really got to be careful. We got to keep fighting, keep supporting USARK Florida, and those organizations that are fighting for our rights.